Who is the greatest? Dear friends, very often the disciples of Jesus had conflicts among themselves as to who was the greatest among them. In the Gospel of today, taken from Mark chapter 9, verses 30 to 37, we have such an episode. Jesus asked them, "What were you discussing on the way?" They remained silent, for on the way they had argued with one another about who was the greatest. We seem to have a built-in tendency to relate to each other on the basis of superior-inferior pattern. It is, of course, a very false relationship, not based on reality. God made us all equal in His own image and likeness. The reason for seeking superiority over others is our lack of faith in Jesus and His teaching. Jesus taught, "You know, the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great ones are tyrants over them. It will not be so among you." Matthew chapter 20, verses 25-26. Jesus' way of relating is a challenge for us. Jesus said, "I came to serve, not to be served." Matthew 20:28. Jesus walked the talk. The washing of the feet of the disciples is a startling example of what He preached. After washing the feet of the disciples, Jesus said, "Do you know what I have done to you? You called me teacher and Lord, and you are right, for that is what I am. So, if your Lord and teacher have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have set you an example that you also should do as I have done to you." John chapter 13, verses 12 to 15. What a beautiful expression of power and superiority. So different from the style of the world and so divine. Jesus brought in a new style of leadership, servant leadership. True leaders are servants first, then only leaders. In some way or other, we all exercise authority, be at home or work spot, or in the church, or among peers. Jesus needs to be our reference point in our exercise of authority. Jesus is a big challenge today for those in leadership. Even today, there are leaders who will be dictators or autocratic in their leadership. Others who collaborate with them are just pawns in their hands to achieve their selfish goals. Pope Francis is a very powerful leader in the modern world. He stooped down to wash the feet of the prisoners and the mentally challenged, irrespective of religion, gender, and nationality. He brought in the value of synodality, journeying together with everyone, high and low, as he exercises his authority. A priest, together with a few leaders from the parish, were getting ready to distribute food and other gifts to the poor people. One of the leaders approached the priest and said, "Father, the beggars have come. Let us give them food and send them off." The priest replied, "They are not beggars, but our brothers and sisters." Jesus calls us to serve one another in true humility as He did. May God bless us all.